Yo guys, welcome back to the vlog. In today's episode, I'm really just giving you guys an update on me and kind of what's been going on with the cars. Right here behind us, we have Wago. We're actually throwing in another H22A4 in this thing. The last one that I had sent a rod through the block, which sucks. It was not fun. It happened at like the worst possible time that it could have happened, because that's how things like to go sometimes, right? We tried to put in another H22 replacement motor, and that one happened to be seized up, which was super unfortunate. So then we got our hands on this budget H22, and we're taking another swing at it. So we're gonna see how it goes. Also, regarding Aero, my turbocharged Prelude, I've been getting a lot of questions about what's been going on with that car. That car broke, actually, unfortunately. One of the wires to the injectors had a cut in it, and that cut was not allowing enough voltage to be sent to that injector to fire properly. Therefore, it leaned out the cylinder. That was super unfortunate. So we tore that motor down, got a bunch of replacement parts for it, put it back together, got the car running for about a week, and then it was starting to have an oil consumption issue. We kind of combed through everything, looked through everything that we could. The car started to do some overheating stuff, so we're like, nope, let's shut it down. And ended up pulling that motor apart as well, only to find that a bearing had been spun. We tore all of that down, cleaned everything up, got replacement parts again, and now we're in the process of putting that motor back together. So the turbocharged Prelude will be back on the channel very soon. Just bear with me. The past 7 or 8 months have kind of just been throwing me here and there in terms of getting the cars built and running. In the next few videos, we have some exciting news because we actually have a couple new cars on the channel that I cannot wait to show you guys. But for now, we are going to focus on Wago and see if we can get this thing brought back to life. Things are looking real crazy down there. Something light. We love it though.
Closer than we were before, you know?
Right now, guys, we are working on getting this auto tensioner in here. These things are designed very oddly, but we're making it happen slowly but surely.
That freaking zip tie is so strong.
I know. We had to use a zip tie to hold it down and compress it. It's a very weird design. Very weird. Well, guys, here's the old tensioner. As you guys can see, this piece right here, you cannot push that down with all of your strength. You cannot push it down. What you have to do is you have to crack this bolt loose on the back here, and then you take a flathead screwdriver and twist this thing down. And then you have to zip tie it to hold it down, because if you take the flathead out, it's just gonna launch right back up. So yeah, weird design. Boop. All right, guys, with the good help of Johnny here, we have been able to get this thing put back together for the most part, enough to see if it starts. So let's go ahead and try and crank this thing. Fingers crossed. Hey! What? The exhaust is not connected, so it's open dump down there, but it idles. This thing lives. Oh my gosh. So obviously this thing was running kind of rough right now because it's been sitting for a while. So yeah, we need to finish working all the little stuff out, but this thing is alive. We were able to get this thing all put back together and dropped on its wheels, and we're gonna take this thing for a little test drive. Let's see how it does.
Scraping.
Exhaust.
Alright, first roll. We gotta get there and then turn it off and put the cooling. You're about Babo Zone. You did alright. Some little hiccups here and there, but you know, definitely gotta fix that exhaust. But you know, put this baby back together. Oh, and it'll be macking. It's idling way better now, and it's not dying.
Well, guys, we were able to move this thing under its own power. It made it to auto zone. Yeah, it has some hiccups and it's kind of driving a little funky right now, but we will slowly get this thing sorted out. It feels so good to have this thing back on the road again. Wow. Shout out to the man, Jonathan. He's the one who was able to make this all happen.
Without you, this wouldn't be possible, man. Thank you.
All right, guys, it is the next day. We were able to get this thing back at my house in the garage space. And yeah, it's crazy that this thing moves under its own power again. I'm just at a loss for words, you know? This car was sitting for 6 months, so the fact that it's alive again and we can drive it around, it's crazy. Since I've been able to get it back to the house, Jonathan and I have been kind of working out kinks on the car, you know, fixing check engine lights, diagnosing things. The car starts, it fires up, it runs and it drives, but it still has like a little bogging issue, so we're gonna need to figure that out, but for the most part, this thing is alive.